Give him the war scar. Yeah, and then go to Facebook and go live. You take the crown. What's up,
menorah?
Huh?
I'm gonna move the menorah.
No.
Yeah, it's in your face.
Yeah.
Set it over here, close over.
Yeah, sit it right here. The water, brother. Young man Chris is like a new creation. All right. Ready?
Say
All right,
you
that's
go. I was standing first.
All right. Imagine. All right, this is Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. One West started out at 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and Commanding General YAHANNA, bringing in the Feast of First Fruits.
Yahawakan, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Yahawakan, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Yahaba Shim Yahawashah Brakathum.
Yahaba Shim Yahawashah Brakathum.
Layashala.
All right. Sar, you're gonna turn and face the east. All right, we're gonna do the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew, then in English.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanoah.
Abanoah.
Bashemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadash.
Wadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lakwaka.
Lakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayaka.
Ratazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baratazah.
Baratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Natalanawa.
Natalanawa.
Come.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kabawaknawa.
Kabawaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kabawakinawa.
Kabawakinawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabainawa.
Tabainawa.
Banasai one.
Banasai one.
Ball.
Ball.
Awashinawa.
Awashinawa. Mayan.
Right.
Right. Kaya. Laka.
Kamalakwa.
Kamalakwa. Wahala.
Watapara.
Watapara.
I will love you. Aman.
Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The power. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahawashi.
Bahashim Yahawashi.
Babakasha.
Natalanawa. Hakat. Arapa'ah. Kalmakala. Kalmadawa. Hakat. Ahatahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakat. Lahakwayam. Hamatayam. Hakat. Al-Rakwa. Hamata'Allah.
Garashan.
Bahashim Yahawashi.
The water Aman.
In the English, Lord, Lord. In the name of Yahawashi.
In the name of Yahawashi.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahawashi.
In the name of Yahawashi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a.
Asha'a.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahariam.
Ahahariam.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
All your thumbs.
All your thumbs.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
All Yanawam.
All Yanawam.
Shemarka.
Shemarka.
Hanala'a.
Hanala'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayishan.
Yayishan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yashra'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shemarka.
Shemarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Ayad.
Ayad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yamam.
Yamamam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'ayakayaka.
La'ayakayaka.
Walayaluraq.
Wayayuraq.
Walayalab.
Wayayalab.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Karai.
Karai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapashka.
Afnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar Taza'aka.
Yashamar Taza'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'aida Walam.
Wa'aida Walam. In the English, I will lift up my eyes.
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hill.
unto the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy from going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forth,
from this time forth
even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Dalayamaka.
All day Yamaka.
Al Thakarash.
All thy karash.
Wa al Thashakwat.
Wa all thy shakwat.
All. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awa Yakabya.
Ayawakabya.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wa Mashanayaka.
Wa Mashanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Amyaka.
Amyaka.
Yaharu Yawan.
Yaharu Yawam.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wa Yataza Aitazawa.
Wa ayat is the ayat of what?
All Taza Pawanyaka.
All to the Pawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Would not cut you dumb.
Will not cut Shaddam.
Wagawa.
Magawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yashra'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Would not Taza Iwa.
No wa ayat is the awa.
La.
La.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
All Yakat.
All Yakat.
Bariyat.
Bariyat.
Yakarab.
Yakarab.
Walahaya.
Walahaya.
Adaman.
Adaman.
Wamashima Iliyaham.
Wayamasha'ai Ashalayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagariam.
Wahagariam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Amawan.
Amawan.
Amalak.
Wamalak.
Halashat.
Halashat.
Amyashabya.
Amyashabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Na'alawat.
Na'alawat.
Ayam.
Amam.
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 Yahawa.
Hayahawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Laban Yalawat.
Laban Yalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasa Yara.
Kaya Sarayara.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Yashawan.
Wayashawan.
Nashamadwa.
Yashamadwa.
Baya Ida Ira.
Baya Anda Ira.
Ayawa.
Ayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Arama.
La Adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nada Abwa.
Naida Abwa.
Karaab.
Karaai.
Wakazaba.
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 Wakatazalamani.
Wakatazamalani.
Call Nasa Yakamwa.
Wakatazakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Narashwa.
Narashwa.
Lanawa.
Lanawa. Atha.
Nalawa.
Nanawa.
Alahaya.
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 Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagagala.
Kagagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Laparakan.
Kaparakwa.
Kayash.
Kaash.
Daba Ira Ira.
Daba Ira Yaira.
Kalaba.
Lakababa.
Salahat,
Salahat,
Hariam,
Hariam,
Khan,
Khan,
Baradapma,
Baradapma,
Basa-Irika,
Basa-Irika,
Basa-Wapaka,
Wabawa-Sapaka,
Baba-Halam,
Balahalam,
Mala'ah,
Mala'ah,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Walawan,
Walawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wabayahawa,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakapawa,
Wayadabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wadayaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
the
Labadka,
all you want,
all you want,
all call Haratazah,
all Kaharatazah. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
keep not thy silence, O Yahweh,
Keep not thy peace.
keep not thy peace,
Be not still,
be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh,
For lo,
thine enemies
make a tumult,
make a tumult,
and they that hated thee
and they that hated thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head,
They have taken crafty counsel
they have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembrance.
But they have consulted
For they have consulted
together with one consent.
together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacle of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab
and the Hagarites,
and the Hagarites,
the Baal,
the Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assyrians also joined with them.
Assyrians also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of blood.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them as unto the Midianites,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as the Sisera,
as to Jabez,
Jabez,
at the brook of Kaisar,
at the brook of Kaisar,
perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Orel,
Make their nobles like
and
Orel,
like Zeid.
and like Zeid.
Yea,
Yea,
all the princes of Zabah,
all the princes of Zabah,
as of Zamuna,
and as Zamuna,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahweh
the house of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh, my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the
and
wood,
the flame set the mountains on
and
fire.
as the flame set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy sword.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
Oh, Yahweh,
Oh, Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and trouble forever.
and trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name is Yahweh,
whose name is Yahweh,
art the most high over all the earth.
are the most high over all the earth.
Sir? Yeshabi, which means to sit. We're gonna run the whole thing down, all right?
Okay.
All right, no sweat. Torah. Start at verse 1 whenever you're ready.
Okay, sir. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayadabar, Yahweh, all, Mashah, La Amar.
Need some water.
Verse 2, Dabar,
Get through.
all,
Get through.
Banya, Yasha'ala, Wa'amartha, Alaham, Mawa'idiyah, Yahweh, Ashar,
What verse? It's verses.
verse
It's
2.
verse 2. Keep reading.
Ashar, Thaquar, Awa, Atham, Maquar, Aya, Quadash, Allah, Hum, Mawa'adia.
Verse 3.
Verse 3, Shashath, Yamyad, Ta'asha, Mala'aka, Waba
What about your womb?
Yawam, Hashaba Ya'aya, Shabbath,
Shabbat 1.
Shabbathwan, Makura, Quadash, Call, Mala'akath, La'ah, Ta'aishawa, Shabbath, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, Bakal, Mawashab,
Mawa Shabbat you come.
Mawashabathyakam.
Verse 4.
Verse 4, Allah, Mawa'adia, Yahweh, Makwar, Aya, Quadash, Ashar, Thaquar, Awa, Atham, Bama,
Bachadash.
Bakhadash.
Bachadash. Bachadash.
I'm looking at that.
Oh, you at the end of verse 4. Okay, that's good. I thought you did already. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. Bama wa I dum. Verse 5. Bakhadash. Hara'a Shawan. Ba'arab Aya. Ashar. It's like it. Ishar.
There you go.
La Khadash. Bayan. Ha'ai Rabayam. Pasach.
There you go.
La Yahweh.
Verse 6.
Verse 6. Wabach Masha. Ishar. Yawam. La Khadash. Hazah. Chag. Hama. Hamatazawath. La Yahweh. Shabbaith. Yum Yum. Ma Tazawath. The Akalwa. Verse 7. Bayawam. Ha'ar. It's like it. Har. Shawan. Harashawan.
There you go.
Makura. Quadash. Yaha. Lacham. It's like it. Lakam. Call. Mala'akath. Ibadath. La'ah. Ta'aishawa. Verse 8. Wahakwar Batham. Asha. Asha. Lo Yahweh,
Mhm.
Shaba'ith, Yam Yam, Bayawam, Hashaba'ayaya,
Mhm.
Makwara, Kwadash, Karl, Mala'akath, Ibadah, La'ah, the Aishawa. Verse 9. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Ar, Mashah, La'amar. Verse 10. Dabar, Ar, Banya,
Mhm.
Yasha'ala, Wa Amar, Wa Amarath, Alaham, Kaya, Taba, Taba'awa,
Mhm.
Ar, Ha-Arataza,
Mhm.
Ashar, Anya, Nathan, Lakam, Wakwa, Tazar, Thumb, Atha,
Ah.
it's like an Ath, Kwa Tazar, Yara,
So just make sure, like, whenever you don't see that hub behind it, it's just off. All right.
Kamakan,
No sweat.
Ath,
Off.
Kamakan,
No
sir.
sweat.
Kwa Tazar, Yara, Wahab, Wahabath, Thumb, Wahaba'atham, Ath, Imar,
Mhm.
Ra'ash Yath,
Mhm.
Kwa Taza Ya'ar, come, all, Hakahan. Verse 11. Wahannayap, Ath, Ha'imar,
Mhm.
Lapanya, Yahweh, Larat Taza Nakam, Mama Charath, Hashabath, Ya Panawa, Hakahan. Verse 12. Wa'ai Shayatham, Bayawam, Hanayap Pakam,
Mhm.
Ath, Ha'imar,
Mhm.
Kabash, Tamayam, Ban,
Mhm.
Shan,
Shantum.
Shanayat,
Shantum. Shantawa.
Shantawa, La'il, La,
Mhm. La'ila.
Slakia, La'ila,
Mhm.
La Yahweh.
That's right, brother.
Verse 13. Wamanach Tawa, Shanya, Aishar Nayam, Salath, Balawa, Balawa La, Bashaman,
Mhm.
Asha, La Yahweh, Rayach, Neachach,
One sukkah.
one Sakah,
Mhm.
Wanasaka,
Oh yes, like there's one that's yeah. Mhm.
Yayan, Rabbi Ya'ith, Haha, Yawan. It's like Haha Yan. Verse 14. Walacham,
Mhm.
Wakwal ya. Wakar mal. La'a. The akal wa. I tazam. Hayawam. Haza. I haba ya akam. Haba ya akam. Af. Kuraban. Allahayakam. Khakwath.
There you go, brother. Great job.
Iwalam. Ladarath Yakam.
Good job,
Bakar. Mashabath Yakam. Verse 15. Wasapar Thumb. Lakam. Mamachar Rath.
He gonna read it in the English.
Hashabath.
Read the English.
Mayawam. Haba ya akam. Haba ya akam. Ath. Imar. Hathan Wapa. Shabbai. Shabbathawath. Thum Yamam. Thum Yamath. Thum Yamath.
Good job,
Tahaya Yana.
There you go. Verse 16.
Verse 16. Id. Mamach Rath. Hashabath. Hashabaya'ith. Tasaparwa.
You got it. You reading it, brother. You know what you're reading.
Chamash Yum. Chamashim. Yawam. Wahakwar Batham. Manakha. Khadasha. La Yahweh. Verse 17. Mamawash Bathayakam.
Get your butt over there.
Tabaya Awa. Lacham. Tana Wapa.
You know he better have.
Shatayam. Shanya. Aishar Nayam. Salath. Taha Yayana. Chamai. It's like Chama Taza. The apar. It's like it. The apa. Yana. Bakawar Yum. La Yahweh. Verse 18. Wahakwar Batham. Isle. Halacham. Shabbaith. Kabash Yum. Tamayamam. Banya. Shana. Wapar. Ban. Bakwar. Achad. Wa'ayalam. Shanyam. Yahayawa. Ila. La Yahweh. Waman Wamanakathum.
Mhm.
Wanasaka.
Yeah.
Wanasakayahum.
Mhm.
Asha. Rayach. Nayachach. La Yahweh. Verse 19. Wa Shayathum. Sha'ayar. I
Achad. Achad. Achad.
Achad.
Like, so he skipped
Isayam. Achad. La Chata. La Chata'ath.
Mhm.
Washanya. Kabashim. Banya. Shana. Lazabach. Shalamayam.
Wrong.
Verse 20. Wahanayup. Hakahan. Atham. Isle. Lacham. Habakawarium. Thano Wapa. Lapanya. Yahweh. Isle. Shanya. Kabashim. Quadash. Yahweh. La Yahweh.
Mhm.
La Kahan. Verse 21. Wakwar Ratham. Ba'ai Tazam. Hayawam. Hazah.
Mhm.
Makura. Quadash. Yahayaha. Lakam. Karl. Malakath. Ibadah. La'ah. Ta'aishawa. Chakwath. Iwalam.
There you go.
Bakal. Mawashab. Thayakam.
Mhm.
Ladarath Yakam.
Good job. 22.
Verse 22. Wabakwa Tazarikam. Af. Quatazayar.
Aria to succumb.
Ar Aratazikam.
Mhm.
La'ah. Takala. Pa'ath. Pa'atha.
No, I'm sorry.
It's like a pa'ath. Sadak.
Shida.
It's like a shadak. Baquatazar rock. Baquatazarak. Walaquat. Quatazayarak.
Mhm.
La'ah. The laquat. La'ai not naya. Walagar. The I zab. Atham. Anya.
Mhm.
Yahweh. Allahayakam.
There you go, brother.
Verse 23. Wayadabar. Yahweh. All. Mashah. La Amar.
Mhm. 24.
Verse 24.
Halfway there.
Dabar. All. Banya. Yasha'ala. La Amar. Bachadash. Chashabai ya. Chashabaya aya.
Mhm. Car.
Ba'achad. La Chadash. Yaha, Lakam, Shabbathawan, Zakarwan, Tharwaiah, Makwara, Quadash. Verse 25. Call, Mala Akath, Ibadah, La'ah, the Aishawa, Wahakwar, Badathum. It's like Wahakwar Bathum. Asha, La Yahweh. Verse 26. Wayadabar, Yahweh, All, Masha, La Amar. Verse 27. Ak, Ba'ai Shawar, Lachad, Lachadash, Hashabaya Aya, Hazah, Yawam, Hakaparium, Hawa'a, Makwara, Quadash, Yahayaha, Lakam, Wa'ai Nayatham, Af, Napash Thayakam, Wahakwar Batham, Asha, La Yahweh. Verse 28. Wakal, Mala Akath, La'ah, the Aishawa, Ba'ai Tazam, Hayawam, Hazah, Kaya, Yawam, Kaparium, Hawa'a, Lakapar, Alayakam, Lapanya, Yahweh, Alahayakam. Verse 29. Kaya, Call, Hanapash, Ashar, La'ah, the Aina, Ba'ai Tazam, Hayawam, Hazah, Wanakartham. What's like Wanakartha, Ma'ai Maya. Verse 30. Wakal, Hanapash, Ashar, the Aisha, Call, Mala'aka, Ba'ai Tazam, Hayawam, Hazah, Waha Abadthaya, Af, it's like it, Af, Ha Napash, Hahawa'a, Makurab, Aima. Verse 31. Call, Mala'akath, La'ah, the Aishua, Kwakath, Chakwath, Iwalam, Ladarthayakam, Bakal, Mashab Thayakam. It's like a Mashabathyakam. Verse 32. Shabbath. Shabbathawan. Hawa'a. Lakam. Wa'ai Nayatham. Ath. Napash Theakum. Bathash, it's like Bathashaya. Lachadash. Ba'irab. Ma'irab. Id. Irab. The Shabbatwa. Shabbath come.
33.
Verse 33. Waya Dabar. Yahweh. All. Mashah. La Amar. Verse 34. Dabar. All. Banya. Yasha'ala. La Amar. Bakhamasha. Ishar. Yawam. La Khadash. Hashabayah.
Saki. I'm sorry.
Hashabaya Aya. Hazah. Chag. Hasakawath. Shaba'ith. Yum Yum. La Yahweh. Verse 35. Bayawam. Harashawan. Makwara. Quadash. Kal. Mala Akath. Ibada. La'ah. The Aishawa. Verse 36. Shaba'ith. Yum Yum. The Quarya Bawa. Asha. La Yahweh. Bayawam. Hashamayanya. Makura. Quadash. Yahayaha. Lakam. Wahaquabat. Wahaquarabatham. Asha. La Yahweh. Tazarath. Hawa'ah. Call. Mala'akath. Ibadia. Ibadia. It's like Ibada. La'ah. The Aishawa. Verse 37. Allah. Mawa'id Daya. Yahweh. Ashar. The Quar Awa. Atham. Makwara Ya. Quadash. Lahaquar Yab. Asha. La Yahweh. Ilah. Wamanacha. Zabach. Wanasakayam. Dabar. Yawam. Bayawaman. Bayawamawa.
38.
Verse 38.
6 more verses.
Malabad. Shabbathath. Yahweh. Wamalabad. Mathan Nawatha Yakam. Wamalabad. Call. Nadarayakam. Wamalabad. Call. Nadab. Wathayakam. Ashar. Tathanawa. La Yahweh. Verse 39. Akah. Bakhamasha. Ishar, Yawam, Lachadash, Hashabayaya, Ba'asapakam, Ath, Tabawa'ath, Ha'arataza, Thakagawa, Ath, Chag, Yahweh, Shaba'ith, Yam, Bayawam, Harashawan, Harashawan, Shabbathawan, Wabayawam, Hashemayaniah,
You said it right.
Hashemayaniah, Shabbathawan, Shabbathawan.
One more verses. It's like 5 more verses.
Verse 40. Walakwachak thum. Walakwachthum. Lakam. By a wum. Hara Ashawan. Paria. Aitaza. Hadar. Kapath. Thamarium. Wa'inap. Aitaza. Ibath. Wa'i Rabaya. Nachal. Washamak thumb. Lapanya. Yahweh. Allahayakam. Shaba'ith. Yam. Verse 41. Wachagatham. Athawa. Chag. La Yahweh. Shaba'ith. Yam. Bashana. Chakwath. Iwalam. Ladar Thayakam. Ladar Thayakam. Bachadash. Hashabai. Aya. Hashabaya Aya. Thachagawa. Athawa.
42. 3 more verses.
42. Verse 42. Basakath. Tashabawa. Shaba'ith. Yam. Call. Ha'azarach. Bayasha'ala. Yashabawa. Basakath.
2 more verses. 43.
Verse 43. Lama'ain. Yada'aiwa. Darthayakam. Darathayakam. Kaya. Basakawath. Hawashabathia. Af. Banya. Yasha'ala. Baha. Wataza Aya. Baha Wataza Aya. Our thumb. Ma Arataza. Ma Tazarayim. Anya. Yahweh. Allahayakam.
44.
Verse 44. Wayadabar. Mashah, Af, Ma'adia, Yahweh, Il, Slakia, All, Banya, Yasha'ala.
Give this brother a hand. All right, we're gonna read it in English. We're gonna break it down. All right, so what you first and foremost, what you got to understand, all right, so this is the Feast of First Fruits, right? This is a holy convocation, right? What that means is all across Israel, it is required for us to gather together, right? Does anybody know what first fruits mean? Does anybody know? Go ahead, young man Chris.
Microphone.
Give him the microphone. Check. No. All right, just talk loud, Chris. Go ahead.
I would be the first crop.
That is correct. Get that brother a hand. Not only the first crop, but it's the first harvest, right? So when you plant, right, it's multiple seasons, right? When we celebrated Passover, right, it was during the month of Abib, right, or Abahab, right? What that means in Hebrew, it means green corn or green ear of corn, right? That means everything is brand new. You know, when you plant any new crop, it's green, right? Before it's ripe. That's how you know something isn't ripe. It's green. So what the Feast of First Fruits is, this is the very first harvest that we're bringing in. So we're being thankful to the Most High in the beginning of the year for the first season of harvest coming in. And we're giving it to him because every sacrifice that we make, it has to be holy and without blemish. You understand? So the first harvest of every year, we give to the Most High. And just like we give our first fruits when we tithe, the same thing with ourselves. You understand? You have to be the holy sacrifice that you give unto the Lord. The one thing that you cannot get back is time. You have to sacrifice your time for the Lord first. It can't be, oh, I done got off work. I'm tired. The same energy that you have at the beginning of the day to do your slave, you have the same energy when you get off work to do the actual work of the Lord.
Right.
Because that is your first fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get off work, it shouldn't be to lounge at the house. I'm going to take me a nap before I go up to the school. Get up there and do your job so it can be easy for everybody else that comes in to do the work of the Lord.
Right.
Because if one man slacks off, you understand, everybody falls. Go ahead, brother.
Khan. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
In their what?
In their seasons.
In their what?
In their seasons.
One thing that you have to understand, the feast that we have follow the seasons of the Lord. There's a time and a place for everything, right? And what's crazy is if you didn't know no better, you understand, you would think the feasts of the world are the feasts of the Lord. Because what day is today? Does anybody know? It's the what? Somebody is there a good mic?
Yeah, that's a mic. It's on now, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Speaking to the mic, Awan Yala.
The oppressor's Memorial Day.
Gabawar, could you make sure that the mic is working, Slocky? But you said it's the oppressor's Memorial Day, right?
Right.
You understand? What memorial? What memorial are they celebrating? Does anybody know? Somebody look up the definition and define Memorial Day. Young man Chris, somebody look it up. This is very important. Somebody look up what is the significance of Memorial Day. What is the memorial? Okay, Trooper Malakia got it in the back. Pass it back to Malakia. Pass it back to Trooper Malakia.
Memorial Day is for veterans who died in service.
It's the what?
Veterans who died in service.
It's for the veterans that died in service. In service to who? Anybody know? Who? Who's the devil? Well, in this case, the U.S. government, right? So now when those brothers died, you understand that? Now this is talking about all veterans. I'm gonna give you a quick little history on Memorial Day, right? When Memorial Day took place, when the first, where are veterans? Does anybody know where veterans are buried? Where are veterans buried?
Veterans Memorial.
Right, the National Cemetery, right? Okay. Does anybody know what that land was originally allocated for before it was the National Cemetery? What was it, Awiyala? Give.
Slave land plantation.
It was a mass graveyard for slaves. You understand? They dug up all of your ancestors and moved them. They all had separate plots and they were buried by their family. They unearthed them and put them in a mass grave so that they could bury white men that died at war, right? Because when that cemetery was originally made, when the National Cemetery was originally made, black men could not be buried next to white men. Malakia, look up when were black veterans able to be buried in the National Cemetery. This is important. And pass it back to Malakia.
Jesus.
What year? Anybody have it? You can say it quick. If Malakia don't have it, whoever has it, pull it. I want somebody to give me when was the National Cemetery made and when were blacks able to be buried in the National Cemetery? Because what you have to understand, even in death, you are not equal. Because that was made to be a white cemetery. Blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans were not allowed to be buried next to them. What you got, sis? Somebody say something? When was that? What's that? All right, so blacks weren't able to be buried until 1948. When was the National Cemetery made? Go ahead. It was made when?
1861.
All right, so 1861. I want somebody to do the math. I want somebody to subtract 1861 from 1948 and tell me how many years were blacks who died for this country not able to be buried next to white cemetery. Go ahead, Malakia. How many years?
87 years.
How many years?
87 years.
That's almost 100 years. When was the Civil War?
Damn.
When was the Civil War? It was 1860 or 1865. It was 1861 through 1865. So for almost 100 years, first and foremost, they dug up your ancestors' graves, right? Because that was a slave cemetery.
From the Revolutionary War.
From the Revolutionary War. You understand? They dug up your ancestors' graves and move their bones and pour them all into a mass grave off-site.
Good night.
So they could bury white soldiers, and you weren't able to be equal in death for almost 100 years. This is their Memorial Day. Memorial of you not being equal.
Right.
You understand? On the same day, that is your high holy day unto the Lord.
Right.
Every national holiday in this nation celebrates the mass murder of your ancestors or the desecration of the graves of your ancestors.
Good night.
Read.
Khan. Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. Verse 7. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
So that's why you see all of these burners up here. These are offerings made by fire.
That's right.
Right? Unto the Lord. You understand? You're supposed to be off today. Now, coincidentally, you understand, it's Memorial Day, so everybody's off, right? I mean, this might be the first time in a long time you drove to the school and there wasn't no traffic. You understand? But they give you off for their heathen holidays. What you have to understand is anything that deals with the mass murder of your ancestors, your brethren, your kinsmen according to the flesh, that's acceptable.
Right.
You understand? But for you to take a day for the Lord, it's unacceptable.
Right.
I mean, even for you to have a day of the Lord, it has to be tied to some type of paganism, right? We go to celebrate Passover, like Passover or Easter. You understand? What does a bunny laying eggs have to deal with the Most High God?
Right.
What does putting ashes on your forehead have to do with the Most High God?
Right.
You understand? So you mean to tell me putting a cross on your head with ashes is celebrating the Son of the Most High?
Right.
I mean, if I shot your mother with an AK-47 and put an AK-47 piece and chain around my neck to commemorate your mother, would that be disrespectful? Everything that is disrespectful about your family, your kinsmen according to the flesh, is celebrated in the earth, man.
Right.
Keep reading.
Khan. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the 7th day is an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 10, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye be come into the land which I give you unto you, and ye shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits.
What is a sheaf? Does anybody know what a sheaf is? Look that up. What is a sheaf? A sheaf. S-H-E-A-F. Sheaf. What is a sheaf? Quick. All right, Malaki, what you got?
Like
Go ahead.
a pile, sort of.
It's a what?
How do I say this?
Read the definition of a sheaf.
A bunch of, basically.
I can't hear you. You got to speak up, brother.
Sheaf is a bunch of grain stalks laid lengthwise and tied together after reaping.
You understand? So basically, whatever the offering is, it is a large bundle that is tied together. Whether it's wheat, whether it's corn, whether it's barley, grapes, whatever crop it is. I mean, hell, if you make wine, the first fruits of your wine you bring in here. You understand? Because as you can see, you have to have a drink offering before you do the service of the Lord. So whatever your craftsmanship was in Israel, your first fruit you brought into the temple to sacrifice unto the Lord. to remind you that without the Lord, you have nothing. You understand? It's not the Lord doesn't need your offering, right? But your offering was to sustain the priest, the school, right? Like prime example, Baraiah, we got beans and rice in there for days from his farm. He sacrificed the first fruits from his farm to make sure if any brother and sister in South Texas needed subsistence, we can ship it out to them. We got a food pipeline to ship out to them. You understand? Get the Most High a hand. Now, and then at the end of the year, we gonna have our first slaughter of our first cattle. You understand? Like, it may not be what you want, but when you have substance, it comes from the Lord. Right. It don't matter if it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It don't matter if it's top ramen. You understand? It don't matter if it's beans and rice. Right. The fact that you're able to eat for the day and don't die, that is celebratory unto the Lord, man. Right. You understand? And that's what this Feast of First Fruits is. We are bringing into the sanctuary so that Israel can have substance to eat. You understand? Go ahead and read, Doc.
Khan. Then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish.
Without what?
Without blemish.
Without what?
Without blemish.
You understand? Does anybody know what does it mean to not have a blemish? What'd you say, sis? To be what? All right, so okay. So majority of you are not dealing in agriculture, right? You don't have a lamb to bring in, right? Majority of y'all don't, I mean, y'all don't have livestock, you know, you don't have crops, right? But what do you have? Anybody? What'd you say, sis? That too. All right, so your body sacrifice time, right? But if you have a job, what do you have? Go ahead, Razan. You have a paycheck, right? You should not pay the Lord after you pay all of your bills, right? Pay the Lord first. Does anybody know why? Anybody? Does anybody know why you pay the Lord first? Anybody want to take a shot? Wrong.
That's what Abraham did, sir.
Okay, that is an excellent example. But what was Abraham exhibiting? And when you talking about Abraham, you're talking about his sacrifice of Isaac, right? What was it? Obedience? Or what was it? Chris, you were in class. It starts with an F. It starts with an F. Sis, faith, right? Okay. So when you pay the Lord first, you're working in faith, right? Because majority of us work a slave where we got more month than money, right? How many times has your money ran out and it's a whole bunch of month, but somehow you eat every day? Somehow you got gas to get to work every day. But I guarantee you in that month, you did not give the Lord his first. But yet and still, he still provided for you. Why not just go ahead and give the Lord what's due for him? Now, let me ask you a question. What is the tithe going to? Does the Lord need your money? He's a spirit, right? The earth is his footstool. What is the finances for? Does anybody know? Malakia.
It's for us.
It's for who?
It's for us.
Be more specific. Who is us?
His chosen people.
Who?
Israelites.
Okay. What type of Israelites?
The poor.
The who?
The poor.
Give that brother a hand. You understand? When you don't pay your tithes, you force your brother or sister to have to go to Section 8 for housing.
Right.
When you don't pay your tithes, you force your brother and sister to have to get food stamps from the government.
Right.
You understand? When you don't pay your tithes, you force your brother and sister to either get a lien, a payday loan, or whatever to keep their lights on, to pay their car note, or whatever. When you pay your tithes and it comes into Commanding General YAHANNA, he makes sure that every brother and sister has what they need.
Right.
Go ahead, Ashanti Posh.
And if I could, not just that, the priests, you see what I'm saying? The men that have dedicated their lives to being servants and ministers and doing the work of the Lord, they shouldn't have to go slave. You see what I'm saying? But so the situation is once the disciples in the book of Acts, once the Israelites stopped trusting the Pharisees,
right,
and started listening to the disciples of Christ, brother, and they sold their goods,
Right.
and the scripture said they laid it at the feet of the disciples. You see what I'm saying? And then everybody in Yasharallah, even though we were occupied by the Romans, their needs were provided, man. You see what I'm saying? We made a covenant with the Lord that we would not be a selfish people.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? We can look at our oppressors and see how, okay, they have a philosophy of they can do whatever they need to do to get rich. But you niggas, you spicks and you savages, you told the Lord that you wouldn't live like that.
Right.
You told them, you made a covenant and you said, Lord, no matter what they do, we're going to do what you say to do. We're going to be a people that's going to love one another. We're going to be a people that's going to be an example on how to be a great and exceeding nation.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So when we fall short and we do it and we envy our oppressors just so they can so you can have a good job and have a good house and you don't care about your people, that's when we look terrible. And the Lord punishes for that. So that's what these commandments and that's what these things keep us from doing. And it's so important for the I.S.U.P.K under Command General YAHANNA to be here, because if we didn't know that, we would not know how to serve the Lord.
Right.
So like you, sir.
No sweat. Now let me ask you a question. And first I'll give that brother a hand. That was the excellent point. Right? Let me ask you a question. When you drive around the city, right? Who are the people that you see on the side of the street asking for money majority? Go ahead, little bro. But what's the nationality of those homeless people? For the most part. What'd you say? Give that brother a hand. You understand? When you drive around the city and you see your people homeless, you should take it personally. When you drive downtown and you see your people strung out under the 45 bridge, you should take it personally.
Right.
You understand? When you driving by the Toyota Center, you understand, and Minute Maid Park, and you roll past Tent City, and you see your people strung out there, broke down, you should take it personally. That means that we're not working hard enough.
Right.
There are not enough first fruits brought in to our kingdom for Christ to make sure that our people are taken care of. That means that it's much work needed to be done.
Right.
You understand? So when you don't give your first fruits, you are selfish, man, because you are the reason that our people are out there on the corner. Now, we all make our own decisions, but at the end of the day, the school has provisions for the downtrodden and for the needy. You understand? And when we don't have provisions and you didn't give, it's your fault. You understand? It's time out for it. You understand? When Christ comes, he's coming to rule a nation. Because the scripture says that in the parable that he didn't sow, you understand, but yet he reaps.
Right.
You understand? He's a terrible power, man. So You can't be that servant that buried his talent in the sand. You understand? You have to use what the Lord gives you to bring into the kingdom. Because it is not for us, you understand? For us that's doing well, it's for our brothers that are struggling.
Right.
And how many brothers, matter of fact, how many brothers in this school, raise your hand if you have gotten aid from the school? You understand? How many sisters have gotten aid from the school? Raise your hand. That's damn near everybody in here.
Right.
You understand? When you don't give your first fruits, you're not rendering aid to your brothers and sisters, man. That is why this is important. Christ is our first fruit. You understand? He is the first risen of those that have died to be resurrected. He sacrificed your life to show you the highest level of brotherhood.
Right.
If you don't give, man, you hate your brother.
That's right.
Keep reading.
And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf of an he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord. Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10, it's like 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire.
If you don't know what that is, brother, that's a recipe for fried chicken.
Real talk.
You get the most high hand. You understand? If you ever need to know how to fry chicken, just read the Bible. You understand? If you ever need to know how to make fried chicken or chicken fried steak, just read the Bible. Go ahead, Ashana Posh.
But before there was Louisiana fast, brother.
You understand?
Leviticus 23, brother.
That's all you got to do. This is how you know this is our people.
Right.
You understand? It ain't no other people. Because when we were in the Vietnam War, we taught the Vietnamese, you understand, how to fry chicken.
That's right.
You understand? This is us. You understand? Don't nobody fry chicken like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead, young man, Chris. Koreans too.
That's right.
Give that brother a hand.
Right.
Go ahead, sis. What you got? Unleavened bread. That's a tortilla, man.
Goddamn right.
That's how you know this is us.
Right.
You understand? Everything that is in this Bible is spiritually us. You should not be reading this Bible as something that is external from you. You should internalize everything in it. You understand? Because it is you. It is your history. I guarantee you, if you read about your tribe, you understand, you'll realize the reason why you are the way you are. You understand? Hell, I'm a Reubenite. You know what I'm saying? Reuben struggled with women. You understand? Like that was my crutch for a long time. You understand? It is your history. It is your birthright. It is your culture. You understand? The scripture says the things that were written aforetime were for our learning and for our understanding. If you do not know your history, you are doomed to repeat it, man.
That's right.
Read.
Offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of an hin.
Shall be of what?
Of wine.
Of what?
Of wine.
So when people ask y'all why they up there drinking, you know what I'm saying, on a high holy day, why they up there drinking when they teaching? Because it's biblical.
Right.
You understand? You have to have a drink offering. You understand? When you are doing the work of the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? Now, does that mean that you're supposed to get drunk? Hell nah.
Right.
You understand? But this is righteous. Everything that we do in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is according to the Most High in Christ. Do you understand?
That's right.
Read.
Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears.
Why? Why are you not supposed to eat parched corn nor green ears? Anybody know? I'm gonna ask a very simple question. If you grab a fruit or a vegetable and it's green, what does that mean? It's not what? It's not right. You know what I'm saying? This is the feast of what? First fruits. So we eating everything that's right for the first harvest. Keep reading.
Until the self same day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever.
For a week.
Forever.
For a month.
Forever.
For a year.
Forever.
For 5 years.
Forever.
You understand? This is for all generations. You understand? Get the Most High hand. You understand? The reason why you are here is look behind you. It's for them.
Right.
You understand? You are sacrificing your life for the children that are being born into this earth so that they can be perfect.
Right.
You understand? And in the words of Ashar in the Posh, do not be a selfish bastard, man.
Oh, God,
you understand?
Right.
Do not act like you do not have a father in heaven.
Right.
You understand? It takes a man to sacrifice his life so his children can be perfect, man.
Right.
If you're not living for that, you're selfish and you're a coward, man.
That's right.
Read.
Forever, throughout your generations, in all your dwellings. Verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord. Verse 17. Ye shall bring out your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2 tenth deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord.
They are the what?
They are the first fruits unto the Lord.
You understand? When you give unto the Lord, it ain't half-stepping, man. You know what I'm saying? Like would you feed your child moldy bread?
Good night.
So why would you offer that unto the Lord?
Real talk.
You understand? Well, you like, I done paid my bills. I got about $300 left. I'm gonna get the Lord 50. No, man, give the Lord what's due to him. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, shoot, we say it all the time. We play dominoes, fish and bread, keep the poor man fed, right?
Right.
You understand? The Lord will provide.
That's right.
You have to have faith. You understand? If we have faith as a mustard seed, we can build the kingdom.
Right.
You understand? The most high is sending his son. And the scripture says he reaps what he does not sow.
Right.
Do not be the servant that buried his talents in the sand.
Right.
You don't want the Lord to tell you to get away from me, you wicked, unfaithful servant, or to bring him hither and slay him before me. Because if you would have at least invested your time, not your money, your time, like the sister said, because all you have is your body. If you don't have no money, you know what you do have? Your time.
Right.
If you would at least invested your time, you could have brought something of profit to the kingdom.
That's right.
Do not be an ungrateful bastard, man. Read.
Verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them and the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord.
Now, understand this, man. No feast day can take place without your first fruits. You understand? All that food that we about to partake in and eat in, it is a sacrifice of every brother and sister's household in South Texas under commanding General YAHANNA.
Right.
You understand? If it was not for your first fruits, we could not feed each other.
Right.
Every high holy day and holy convocation, it cannot take place without your first fruits.
Right.
If you do not have a job, bring your body and sacrifice your time. First and foremost, let's give the sisters a hand, man. For they sacrifice. You understand? The Lord loves obedience. And what Malachi said earlier. Hey, go sit down. The Lord loves obedience more than sacrifice. And to be obedient, you understand, is for you to bring your first fruits. To be obedient is to be here for the holy convocation because it is a commandment. You understand? Keep reading.
Kind. With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy to the Lord for the priests. Verse 21, and ye shall proclaim on the selfsame day that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations. Verse 22, and when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field. When thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor.
Now, again, this has to deal with first fruits, right? So the first fruits of the corner of your garden, go sit down. The first fruits of the corner of your garden, right? You're not supposed to harvest, right? So let's just look at your household, right? You got a fence line in your backyard, right? So amongst your fence line, let's say you grow grapes, oranges, cabbages, whatever. You understand? You're not supposed to harvest along your fence line. Does anybody know why? Anybody? So you know what? Go ahead.
So that the fruit can fall down and the poor man can pick it up and eat it.
Give that brother a hand. You understand? The things that you grow in your household, right? What's on your fence line is for your brothers and sisters that are passerbys. You understand? In Israel, we got a lot of people that's passing by that ain't doing well. That low-hanging fruit that fall to the ground, that's for them. You understand? Don't be a selfish bastard, man. To act like you don't have a father in heaven, and when you see your brother starving, you treat him like he's not your brother.
Right.
You understand? That's how you know that this is a selfish nation. We can solve poverty.
Right.
You understand?
World
hunger. Like I don't know about no other state, but in the state of Texas, it's a law. If you dig up a tree, you have to plant a tree to replace it, right? So you be driving down these streets and in these medians, right? There be trees there, but these trees bear no fruit.
Right.
What is their purpose, right? You understand? They plant male trees that give off pollen. That's why everybody got allergies. You understand? They planting all these trees that bear no fruit. You understand? But if these trees in these medians or on these sidewalks bear fruit, there would be no hunger. You understand? There would be no poverty because the number one issue of poverty is hunger. You understand? If you put something in a man's belly, he's more susceptible to listen to you.
Right.
You understand? So we have to show brotherhood for the nation, man. That's why Commander Junior YAHANNA is building his food pipeline in Texas. Get the Most High a hand, man. Keep reading now.
Neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God. Verse 23. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 24, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation. Verse 25, ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Verse 26, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 27, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Verse 28, and ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God. Verse 29, for whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. Verse 30, and whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. Verse 31, ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever.
For a short time.
Forever.
For a short time.
Forever.
You understand? Go ahead, Awanyala. Grab the mic, brother. Where's the microphone? Malakia.
Salaki, you had brought up Memorial Day, right? And then you're bringing up like Memorial to blowing the trumpets and things like that. And the Lord don't tell us to, celebrate the U.S. military, but it does remind us in the book of Baruch 3 and 4 to remember the dead Israelites. That's what it said.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like everything they do, first I'll get the most high hand. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they do is a mockery of you. You understand? You have your own memorials, right? But and if you haven't noticed, they align majority of their holidays with your feast days.
Right.
So you have to either choose to serve Mammon or the Lord. Choose to serve Baal or the Lord. Choose to serve Shaitan or the Lord. You understand? It is like that across the board in your lives, man.
Right.
If you look down the line of everything that you're struggling with, whether it's on your job, your family, your friends, you understand, in your personal life, the struggle is either you're going to serve the world or you're going to serve the Lord. I pray to God that you choose wisely this day.
Right.
Keep reading out.
Khan. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Verse 32, it shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls. And the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. Verse 33, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 34, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be called the Feast of Tabernacles, for 7 days unto the Lord. Verse 35.
So if I could, so what's so important to understand here too is that these days, right, on our oppressive days, he gives us days off from work too, don't he? Right? So the Lord provides us days off too. Now, mind you, you understand what I'm saying? The Most High, before the Passover, before the plague that he put upon Egypt to show the earth that he is real, right? He told Moses to go tell Pharaoh, just give my people 3 days off. You know what I'm saying? Just give my people 3 days so they can come serve the Lord. They can come serve me, right? And then they'll go back to work for you. Now, brother, the Lord hardened his heart just so he could show how powerful he was. But just imagine If Pharaoh would have gave us them 3 days off, nigga, we still be it still be Egypt. It'll still be Egypt. You see what I'm saying? Because even after them plagues, even after the Lord killed the firstborn of every male and animal, everything, right? Niggas still wanted to go back to Egypt. You see what I'm saying? Understand the spirit of our people, man. Right? And this is why the greatest thing that we could do is just consider one another. Right? Consider what these scriptures tell the children of Israel. You understand? Stop. You can't give this to nobody else. This is only for you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. This is something for you to have pride in. This is something for you to hold your head up about. This is something that makes you a peculiar people. Right? The word convocation means gathering. The word holy means set apart. Let's have our own thing. Let's have our own love for one another, and let's just simply do what the Most High told us to do. Keep reading, now.
Verse 35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Right.
Verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire.
And just to let you know, if y'all not gonna do no work, because I'm not gonna be doing no servile work in the kingdom of heaven, brother.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So what that means is you got to let your servants work. You gotta let your asses work. You understand? Now, if anything, I'll get out there and make sure my horses get out the pasture. Me and my sons, we'll make sure we do it.
Right.
You understand? But my servants, they're gonna work. You know why? Because this is the Lord telling us not to be oppressive bastards like the people that have ruled over us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're our commandments, our laws are always to show the earth that we're better people than them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're not going to castrate their men. We're not going to rape their daughters.
That's right.
We're not going to and be disgusting bastards like they are.
That's
you
right.
See what I'm saying? So this is why the scriptures say, when the righteous are in rulership, the earth will rejoice. You understand what I'm saying? So the problem is right now, all the negative propaganda, right, since the past 50 years, don't nobody just want to serve a nigga. You see what I'm saying? Until that nigga cracks open that sky and then every knee shall bow and every tongue will confess. Get the Lord a hand for that.
And if I could add, if don't nobody else serve a nigga, spick, or savage, it should be a nigga, spick, and savage.
Right.
You understand?
Real
Because
talk.
we the only
Damn.
people
Yeah.
that can identify
Real
and
talk.
understand the trouble of your fellow man.
Right.
You understand? Like, you should not look down on your brother when he's struggling.
Right.
You should not try and shine on your brother. You should be looking forward to how can you help your brother. If y'all going out and you the only one that got on chains and bling, and your partner's out here looking like some poo-puss, man, take off one of them chains and put it on your brother.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Take off one of them rings and put it on your brother so we can shine together. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't, like, if you really that dude, I hate when people say I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boss this, I'm a boss that. But if you a boss and all your workers look poor, how great are you?
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like a boss, you understand, makes supervisors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though your supervisor or a worker, but most supervisors are proud about their job, right?
Right.
You understand? Every man is a king and a priest of his household. And you should look the part. You should look accordingly. You know what I'm saying? When you come into a feast day, it should be a high holy day. You should come into every feast like it's Passover. You understand? Like, when they look back at pictures, they be like, man, was that Passover? Or was that just a regular day? Because we are regal. We are royal. Carry yourself as such. Don't ever let a day where people can say, that brother, that brother like he going through it.
Right.
It say even when you're fasting, to anoint your head and your face with oil.
Right.
So it does not look like you're fasting. You understand? So even when you're going through hard times, you handle it with grace.
Right.
You understand? You got something you want to say? No, you good. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day. Verse 38. Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the 1st day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40. And ye shall take you on the 1st day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. Verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations, and ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Verse 42. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths. Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt.
If I could, and this is another proof. You see what I'm saying? That our God tries his children. You see what I'm saying? He tries us to be righteous rulers of the earth, man. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like the way our oppressors our people, stolen our culture, taking everything from us, stripped us as a goddamn people, man. That's disgusting, brother. You understand what I'm saying? So the God of the Bible tells the children of Israel that even when you're in your high place for 2 weeks, you know what you're going to do? You're going to take branches and you're going to make booths, man. Right. You're going to leave your goodly places. You're going to leave without your servants, and you're going to dwell in the wilderness just as you did when you left out of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? There's, because niggas forget, brother. Niggas are very forgetful. You understand what I'm saying? We forget quickly, brother. This is why our oppressor knows he can one time show an oppressor choking out George Floyd, and then the next minute show the NBA finals, and we done forgot about George Floyd. You see what I'm saying? But the Lord set this in place that we will never forget slavery. We will never forget us being captives. You understand? So we will know how to be proper rulers. We will know how to be proper slave owners, man. Salaki, sir.
No sweat. Go ahead, brother.
Khan. I am the Lord your God. Verse 44. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord.
That's right.
All right. All right. Imagine. You got to blow the horn.
Yes, sir. You got to tell everybody.
No sweat. Imagine. Which means to stand.
Everybody. Good night now.
Wine, sir. Wine.
Layasha Allah.
Sister, you shot me?
No, we gotta do the prayers first.
Oh, slocky. My bad, slocky. YAHANNA, Sar, turn your face to east. You're gonna do the prayers.
It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayah, Hadash, Ayah, Shemka, Yahweh, BLACKWATCH, Taba'ah, Matazayaka, Ayah, Aisha, Aratazah, Hawa, Ayah, Hashemayah, Tamanawa, Lakam, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawat Yoma, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawat Yinawa, Wala'ah, Manasayawad, Tabawan,
Ayanawa.
Banasawan, Abal, Awashanawa, Mayan, Right, Ayah, Laka, Amalakwa, Watala, Wahala, Wahata Para, La I will love you, Aman.
In the English, our Father,
Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth,
In earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Our
Our daily bread. Forgive us. Our debts.
debts.
We forgive.
As we forgive.
Our
debtors.
And lead us not.
lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Sar, turn face to front. Sisters, Shabia. Now, Abba Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah. Abba Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah. Yahweh 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 Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah.
Put up to the Torah. Put up to the Torah. There you go.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah.
On the other foot. Y'all about to show me y'all shop rock. Yeah. Right foot. Hold on. There you go. Y'all about to show me y'all shop rock. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all about to show me y'all shop rock. Yeah.
No. Right.
No, bro.
There you go.
Okay.
Do this. Reach out toward them. Okay.
There you go.
Bring it together. Bring it up. Reach out.
No.
Other hand.
There you go.
Power. There you go. Bring it up.
No.
Right.
There you go. Right. Right.
Make sure the toe hurt it.
Gotta get a better cover.
All right, brothers, Amajim, we'll give a courtesy salute. Akim, men of Israel, mighty Shabbat, Majim, Rock.
Y'all shoot me out shop rock.
At the top, song, turn face sisters, Amajim. In Israel, mighty Shabbat, Majim, Rock.
Yo, Shema the thumb by Shimmy out shop.
At the top, dismiss.
Hold on.